Welcome to Power of Perspective, and thanks for joining us for this 5-minute devotion in the Overcoming Fear series, as we take a closer look at Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 6. Each of these devotions are organized the same way. We will read the verse together, briefly mention the background, context, and then dive a little deeper into the meaning and ways we can apply it to our everyday life. Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 6, in the New King James Version. Be strong and of good courage. Do not fear nor be afraid of them, for the Lord your God, He is the one who goes with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. Let's take just a minute to reflect quietly on this verse and prayerfully consider the words. A brief history or background is important in thoroughly understanding a particular verse. The book of Deuteronomy was written by Moses in 1406 BC and recounts the history of the Israelites, beginning with the Exodus from Egypt through their journey to Mount Sinai. Specifically, in this passage, Moses is addressing the Israelites, telling them that his time leading them is ending, and that Joshua would succeed him. He is encouraging them as they are preparing to go into the Promised Land. It's important to read the context or verses before and after a specific verse to understand its full meaning. We'll start at chapter 31, verse 1 through 3 and verse 5 through 6. Then Moses went and spoke these words to all Israel. And he said to them, I am 120 years old today. I can no longer go out and come in. Also, the Lord has said to me, you shall not cross over this Jordan. The Lord your God himself crosses over before you. He will destroy these nations from before you, and you shall dispossess them. Joshua himself crosses over before you, just as the Lord has said. The Lord will give them over to you, that you may do to them according to every commandment which I have commanded you. Be strong and of good courage. Do not fear nor be afraid of them, for the Lord your God, He is the one who goes with you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. Let's take a look at the everyday meaning of this verse and how we can apply it to our thoughts or actions today. Moses is sharing with the nation of Israel God's plan for them as they enter and establish themselves in the Promised Land. God has told Moses that He will protect and pave the way for Israel as they are coming face to face with the nations that are already living in the land. There are several things God asks of the Israelites throughout this journey. First, He asks for obedience, and that they follow His commands and detailed instructions as they are conquering the other nations. Second, He encourages them to be strong, courageous, and not fearful, standing firm and confidently in the fact that God will be with them every step of the way. So, how may we apply this verse in our daily life? The detailed account of the Israelites' halting journey through the wilderness and promised land serves as a cautionary story to us as we are moving through our lives. The Israelites struggled with faith and obedience, and as a result, it led them to painful consequences and lengthy times of struggle that could have been avoided if they had only kept their eyes solidly on God. I am sure we can all relate to this. Our own self-will and determination sometimes replaces God's plan for us, and as a result, we end up in painful and avoidable moments in our lives. God's instructions in this passage serve as a promise to the Israelites and us. He has prepared ahead of time a path for us, and if we stay close to Him and obey His commands, then we need not fear. Thanks for joining us in our 5-minute devotion. It is our goal to build God's online community, and we believe that we learn best from God and within the interactive fellowship with others. We truly value any comments, questions, and we also encourage any prayer requests. We check the comments regularly. If this ends your devotion time today, then we pray you have a blessed day. And if you have a few moments to spare, we encourage you to listen to one of our 10-minute worship song videos, or please consider sharing this channel with those most important to you.